There are some places where time moves differently. In the heart of Andalucia, Spain hides villages where time stands still, and Casares is one of them. A village perched on a hill where history clings to its whitewashed walls. Hills embrace the sun, and the Mediterranean whispers just below. This village gave birth to Andalucian identity, and legend says Julius Caesar cured his skin disease in thermal springs here. This is not your typical village. This is Andalucia in its purest form.
Welcome to Casares. Casares is located in a fantastic spot in Costa del Sol. Behind me, you will see the beautiful town of Estepona, which is a very popular town in all Costa del Sol. Next to it, the jewel of Costa del Sol, Marbella. But on this side, you have Manilva. Manilva is a town that is growing a lot in popularity in Costa del Sol. And further down, you will see Gibraltar, which is a British overseas territory. Like many other towns in Costa del Sol, Casares is divided into areas, the coastal area where we are right now and Pueblo. Pueblo is located approximately 20 minutes drive from here, and it's actually been voted one of the 100 most beautiful towns in all of Spain. In this video, we're going to take you to the coast, to Pueblo, but in between the two areas there is a hidden gem where the Roman general Julius Caesar went there to have a bath and it cured his skin disease.
It's actually a very small coast and just under 2 kilometers. It's a very rugged coast, as you can see behind me, but it does have a beautiful beach behind where we're gonna check out later. Just over there is Bahia de Casares. We have been there and it's actually one of our top 3 locations in Costa del Sol to move. It has spectacular views, and just behind Bahia de Casares you have one of the top hotels, the most exclusive hotel in Spain, Finca Cortesin. Just behind me is the tower Torre del Sol. This is actually part of the chain of towers stretched all along the coast of Malaga, where they would back in the day signal by a smoke fire. You have a lovely walkway here which stretches from one end of Casares to the other end. It actually reminds me of the exclusive pathway just behind Puente Romano Resort. And every now and then you can walk down to the beaches of Casares. This side is a bit rugged, like I said before, but let's check this beach out first. Wow, nice. It's not a sandy beach, but it's absolutely gorgeous. You have like a little tower of rock. Let's have a look at the water if it's any good. The only thing about temperature here around this side of Estepona, because we're so close to Gibraltar, so close to the Atlantic Ocean, it's a bit chilly here. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. But every now and then you do get a warm wave of Mediterranean coming in. In terms of amenities, then not much here. There's one chiringuito over there. Has amazing views, by the way. It's curving around. People are sitting down having lunch, and it's very inviting. I might come there one day as well. But apart from that, it's rugged. It's for you to explore and put your stamp on it. Wow, oh, look at them. Oh, damn, it's another one. Whoa! Wow! Ooh, that got my adrenaline pumping. I will still not do it. I know Julian really wanted to do it.
That is something definitely on my bucket list. I would love to do that. But Aslam doesn't want to do it with me, and I don't want to do it alone. If you're watching this video and you are for it and you're in Costa del Sol, let me know, because I would love to do it, but I don't want to do it alone. It's very quiet, and this is what I like about this area. That it's beautiful, but it's not collapsed with tourists, there's not many people, so it feels like you own this place. Every time we walk past this pathway, we look especially at these houses. It has like a Moroccan theme. I really like it. It's got a lot of character. This is perfect for Aslam because, as you know, Aslam likes to be under the trees. I can see a chiringuito down there, so if you want to have a drink, a cocktail, something to eat. Now we're going and check the sand, you know, on the beach inspector. This is a lot better than the beach we were before. The color of the sand is a bit darker to my liking. I like pure white or whiter, but it's very thin. I like that. I like the texture of the sand. It's very thin. It's just the color I'm not happy with, and there are a few stones every now and then. You have a few rocks formations in there. We give it a very natural look. The water's very calm in here, and it doesn't look that deep. When you walk in, it actually goes slowly, so that's really good. I can't believe we haven't been to this beach before. Tomorrow is 30 degrees, so we might come here, and it doesn't get packed. And one thing I really like about this beach as well is quite wide, and it's not narrow like all the other beaches. And even though it's busy, it doesn't look packed. I would love to stay for a swim, but we need to get going because we have so much more to show you. And I'm sure, like us, you're gonna fall in love with Casares.
Just from the beach, we can cross over to Bahia de Casares. We're quickly gonna walk there and show you what's it like living here. I can see a lot of development going on, popping up there. There's a massive structure being built there. So this area in the future is going to be huge. Welcome to Bahia de Casares, a beautiful oasis just over 10 minutes drive from Estepona. Here you have lovely bungalow. Imagine waking up here in the morning, listening to the bird sounds and waking up to the views like that. Follow me. Wow. Just look at that. Isn't this a dream location? This is the reason why this area is in our top 3 locations on Costa del Sol to live. Spectacular. This area is absolute gold mine because these townhouses you see at the moment, they are going for around 320,000 euros, which in my opinion for a 3-bedroom house, 5 minutes walk to the beach, somewhere there is Finca Cortesin, not far from here. And also just behind Finca Cortesin, they are building St. Regis Resort, which is the ultra luxury brand of Marriott. And just like that, 10 minutes drive from Bahia de Casares, we have arrived to beautiful oasis of Baños de Hedionda. We have to walk further 10 to 15 minutes to get to destination. If you are coming in summer, make sure first of all, get your free slot online. The website is down below. And also bring a drink with you because it can get really hot. And we have arrived to beautiful springs of Baños de Hedionda. It's absolutely gorgeous because you have the mountains in the backdrop, and this area over there is the picnic area that everybody sits down after going in the water, chill out for a bit, have a picnic. And that wall over there is the main room where you have the, it's actually just a room with lots of natural spring coming out from the ground, and it's up to, I think, my chest height deep. From there, the water comes out, goes through the river, and this is all sulphuric water, which is very good for your skin. It might stink a bit, but that's the smell of sulphur. And from there, it flows all the way down. It's absolutely gorgeous. You can sit down in this area, go for a swimming inside, then go for a facial mask or the facial mud that you can put on, which is also very good for your skin, which is found on the other side. Here, guitar. That is such a lovely place, but look who I've got here, Mr. Ducky. Hello. You don't want to talk to me? Not today, never mind. Okay, let me show you the river bit where the water goes. Look at that, so beautiful. Careful, Julian, you got bad balance. Still stinks, but once you're here for about 5-10 minutes and you go in the water, it stops stinking. You get used to it. Right over there is the place. You can see the marks of the hands that people have carved through the wall. That's a natural wall where you have mud, which has really good properties for your skincare. Every time we come here, we go there, put the mud on the face, sit down for a bit, chill out, and then wash it off, then have a picnic here.
This is what we call a free spa day. You are in nature, you have the quality of the water, you have the mud on your face. And earlier on, I mentioned that the Roman general Julius Caesar actually came here many years ago, and he had a skin disease at the time. And when he came here to have a bath, he actually cured it. And in honor and to thank the local people, he actually founded the town that we now call Casares in his name. Or at least that's what the locals say. There is no historical evidence about it, but the local myth says that Julius Caesar was actually here many years ago. Wow, every now and then you come across these Roman ruins. So it's not just a free spa day, it's also a day in nature.
You can actually see the sulphur, the color of the water. Wow. I mean, back in the days, they used to make amazing structures, and it's still beautiful standing here centuries later. It's nearly sunset time, and the views from the Casares castle at the top at sunset would be absolutely amazing. We don't want to miss that. It's 20 minutes from here, so let's make our way.
We have arrived to Casares town, and when you get here, you will see lots of free parking options. Wow, from here you're starting to see already those magnificent views. And one thing though, I want to say before you actually get here, there's a lot of walking involved, especially lots of hills, lots of steps.
We come here often, but coming here this time, just before sunset, it's given us a completely different look of the town. The houses are beaming with golden lights, and over here, when you come, you see the beautiful Mediterranean Sea in the background, as well as the Gibraltar in the mist, and then the whole view of the town right in front of you is absolutely gorgeous. It's just reinstating its status as one of the 100 most beautiful towns in the whole of Spain.
I have to say, going down is very easy, but then once you have explored the entire town and you have to go back to the car, that's the difficult part. That's where you can actually test how healthy you are. Wow, but I think just the beauty of this place just makes it worth it. Look at this pot here. Wow. Wouldn't you like to stay in this place, wake up in the morning and having a cup of tea or coffee, just sitting down here, admiring these beautiful views? My God, look at this.
Wow, this is actually a good point to not only appreciate the view of the valley, but here you have a point by the father of Andalucia, Blas Infante. Blas Infante was born in Casares, and he's a person known as father of Andalucia who gave the voice of Andalucia, the anthem, and also the flag, green and white flag. He put everything together to give Andalucia his identity. Love the blue color. The great thing about Casares is that the town itself is very looked after. Everywhere you go, they have freshly whitewashed paint, and you have beautiful pots all around, plants hanging, the roses and every kind of flowers. This is the main square of the town, and I can see all the abuelos sitting in the line by the wall. They're watching the world go by. We were sat here in this square last time we were here in the afternoon, and we absolutely loved sitting here, having a coffee, watching people go on about their daily life, and there was a wedding going on at the time as well.
We are in Plaza España, and this is the main square of the town. In a very typical Spanish style, people come out around 6:30 for merienda, which is coffee and cake time, and the square is packed with people. Also at this time, the temperature is going down, it's a bit cooler, so it allows you to walk around the town, especially in this town when there are lots of hills, and it's easier to walk with this temperature. It's full of hidden corners. It's beautiful. I just read something is actually very true, that the best way they recommend to walk along these streets is in a very peaceful, calm manner, because that way you can not only admire the beauty of the whitewashed towns, but beauty of the views like this one, and also the smell of the flowers, the plants, because many towns in Costa del Sol are nicely decorated with lots of fresh flowers, fresh plants. So if you are in a hurry from point A to point B, you cannot really stop and appreciate the beauty that is surrounding you.
If you're somebody who's looking to slow your life down and living away from the hustle and the bustle of the life and looking for an ideal place, a whitewashed village, which is not still too far from the civilization, because only 20 minutes down the road, you have the beach towns of Costa del Sol, but you are here in the hills, isolated, living in a village, proper village life. And the good news is that the properties here are quite affordable in the village. Around it, they're beautiful farmhouses, my dream farmhouses. They're very expensive. But if you're willing to compromise and live in the village, it's beautiful and it's quite reasonably priced as well. Beautiful. Can you hear the birds chirping? They're coming back to the house to sleep. Just over here is another viewing point. The golden light, amazing. This is beautiful, but the best views are yet to come. Stay tuned, we're going there right now. This area is a place where once a castle stood. Today you see the ruins of the castle, but then if you go on the top from there, you could actually feel this grandeur of the castle and the beauty around it, surrounding it.
As soon as you get to the top, you get to this beautiful plaza. In front of me, you have the convention center. On that side, you have the ruins of the castle. But on this side, you have one of the most beautiful viewing points in all Costa del Sol. And right now, sunset is happening. We're gonna go there and hopefully capture one of the most beautiful sunsets you have ever seen. Wow. I can see it there. It's still there. Wow. It's at that gigantic ball of fire right in front of me. Beautiful. And actually, this is a very good viewing point if you are into the bird kingdom, to actually capture magnificent pictures of vultures and some eagles as well. Wow. Look at that.
I'm impressed, honestly, I'm in awe. Look at that.
There's something about sunsets in Andalucia that are just breathtaking, spiritual. They take you to another level. And I'm actually admiring now how high we are. If you actually see the gorge. Last week we were in Ronda and we were exceptionally high, but this actually giving me a bit of Ronda feeling as well. Same kind of colors, with the earthy colors, the land in front of you. Wow. Look at the sun reflecting in the hills over there. Wow.
Gorgeous. The sun has just gone down behind the hills and the sky, colors in the sky, they are changing. Yeah, I can see Gibraltar and the Moroccan mountains in the background as well. This is such a beautiful, peaceful place. The greenery, the mountains, the sunset colors in the sky, and just over there, Gibraltar. Behind that, you have African continent. How many places where you can see sunset from, where you have one country and then another British overseas territory, and then the continent in front of you. This is one of those special places.
We are going to go now into the castle ruins. And this castle ruins dates back to the 13th century, to the Arab Moorish era. And I think this is the perfect time to actually visit it, because it gives you like a magical, mystical atmosphere. Wow. This is a beautiful viewing point with the church lights just came on, and the perfect lighting for the sunset and the vast Mediterranean Sea in front of you. Wow. Every time that Asam and I come to visit some ruins in Andalucia, we actually wowed by the beauty and the scenery of it. And I'm loving the views, but at the same time, I'm feeling very in peace. Wow.
This is stunning, standing on the old Moorish castle ruins and looking around the valley with the sunset, absolutely gorgeous. And you know, these kind of places, you have them everywhere in the world, but they are paid for, whereas this activity is completely free. Everything we've done today, there are so many good places we've been to, everything has been free. The Baños de Hedionda, the walk by the promenade, and it's so peaceful for your soul and so gorgeous.
I'm just very impressed by the nature views, the valleys, the sunset, but at the same time I'm impressed by the history of this place. It's a very beautiful contrast between history and nature. People actually live in these houses here opposite these 13th century ruins and admiring this beautiful view. Wow, I should feel a bit jealous, like waking up in the morning and you have these magnificent views. And as you know, the castles in Costa del Sol are strategically located on top of the hill to have this magnificent view from actually seeing the enemies coming towards you. But now, obviously, there are no enemies coming towards you, but you have these beautiful views. Back in the day, you wouldn't have all these houses around, you wouldn't have all the little lights in the distance. That's a feeling you cannot express in words. That's a feeling that you have to come here and see for yourself. And that is what I love about Andalucia. So much to do, lots of them are free, and it's good for the soul, it's good for the health. And I think history should be free because it teaches us the lesson, it teaches us what happened in the area you're growing up, for your kids, for adults, for all ages. You bring your kids to have a healthy lifestyle, and at the same time, they're learning a bit of history. Actually, when people come to Casares, they come in the peak of the afternoon or they come in the morning to admire the views. But we have actually been here in the morning, afternoon, but this is the first time we're actually exploring Casares after sunset. And it's growing a lot on me because it's beautiful. And actually, I will say that this is the best time to visit Casares.
The nighttime vibe of Casares is completely different, and I'm loving how corners with whitewashed arches and the lights beaming around. It's beautiful. It's different and it's beautiful, and the view, wow. It's a good thing they provide transportation for somebody who cannot go up all the way up. So I will find out if my mom is coming over to Spain. I will be looking into that to bring her in this beautiful town. The main population of Casares is Spanish, but it's very popular in British, Scandinavian and German community as well. It's just after 9 p.m. and the town square is filled with people sitting, having dinners. It's very lively right now. And I'm actually starting to think, and Julian was telling me earlier as well, that before we were coming here, it was very quiet, basically. And now we've seen the other side of Casares. It's very lively, and we are actually seriously considering that should we make this our home. And so far, it's looking very positive, but let's see the prices first. 3-bedroom house for 95,000 euros. 2-bedroom for 160,000 with beautiful views. 2-bedroom, 155,000. 195,000 for 3-bedroom with amazing terrace and amazing views. It's a studio for 89,000 euros. 43,000 euros for a very little studio. So prices are quite affordable here, but let me show you the other side. These are the super luxury fincas or farmhouses that we find. My dream house is, when I win the lottery, 1.4 million in Casares, 850,000 in Casares as well, 6-bedroom, 1.5, well, just over $1 million.
I was already in love with Casares, but after being here tonight, I'm even more in love with Casares. I really want to live here, but one thing I'm really not so sure about is the transportation options. To get to Casares, there is a bus line. However, apart from that, the options are very limited, and you will have to rely on taxis or having your own car to drive around the area.
We have reached the top, and look at the view. It's absolutely gorgeous. Like I said before, this is the first time we have come to Casares at night, and my God, we have been blown away by the beauty of Casares at sunset. Most importantly, that was my highlight of the day. Even at night, it just doesn't stop being beautiful. We will continue to explore Costa del Sol in many different ways and many different times. From the beautiful Casares, we will see you next week from another great location in Andalusia. Hasta luego.